Since Greer was fired, looks like the Dolphins been winning. Greer was a curse. Yeah, I mean, is that really true? Or is that just a stupid ass comment? What do you think? Let's talk about that. It's interesting that I was waiting for somebody to bring up that stupid comment. And let's celebrate El Colonel. Okay? So, I just wanted to have some fun with this. And I wasn't going to go back into the 90s because it also happened in the 90s to whatever, but a bunch of times. But I went back for a few years because, as you all know, the Dolphins have won 4 in a row, 5 of 6 after starting off. What was it, 1-6? Was it, or 1-7? Something like that. 1-7, right? 1-7, or no, 1-6. 1-6.
I think they won 6, but then now they've won 4 in a row. So I think they went 1-1, and then they've now won 4 in a row.
In 2024, they started off 2-6, then went 6-3. In 2023, they went 9-3, then finished 2-3. In 2022, they went 8-3, then went 1-5. In 2018, they started 4-2, ended 3-7. In 17, they went 4-2, then went 2-8. In 16, they went 1-4, then went 9-2. You know those 2 losses, Baltimore, New England. Ouch. In 13, they started off 3-0, then went 0-4, then went 5-2. And when you add it all up, I'm sorry, 3-0, 0-4, 5-2, and then 0-2. In 08, they started 2-4 and did 9-1. In 06, they went 1-6, then went 5-1, then went 0-3. In 05, that was the last year that ESPN had. I spent enough time on this. In 05, they went 3-7, and then they ended the season with 6 wins. This has been going on for decades. This is nothing new. I mean, the Colonel's a dumbass, but that's good because you hear, or sometimes you might hear, maybe there's a stupid person that you hear on radio. Maybe there's a dumbass on QAM that also says the same thing. Oh, Chris Greer leaves and now there's a streak going on. No, dude, that's been going on under Shula. That's been going on under Jimmy. That was going on under Wanstead. That was going on under Cam Cameron. Well, no, actually, that was only one streak in Cam Cameron. But Gase, Flo, McDaniel. I mean, they've all done it. They've all done it. Shula included, by the way. Okay? 9-2, 0-5. I can already think of that one right there with Shula. Yeah, this is so Dolphins. It's Dolphins doing Miami Dolphin things. Nothing's changed, dude. The names, the faces, they all change. It's different owners. It's different GMs. It's different head coaches. You know what I mean? The feeble-minded, the uneducated, like the Colonel, okay? People like that, those are the people that go with that kind of stuff, right? But nothing's changed, dude. Nothing's changed. This is what the Dolphins are, have been, have always been. Remember what we just talked about in the pregame show yesterday? Well, if you tuned in, or I think we talked about it on Friday also, that the Dolphins, or when was the 6th? Yeah, the 6th. The Dolphins on the 6th of December 1970, they had their first winning season. For the next 34 years, they had 2 losing seasons. Talk to me after that. It's this. It's what I just read. And that, and if you go past 05 and go into other year, they're all the same. They're all the same. I just didn't feel like, I gave you enough examples as it is in the last 2 decades. So what more do I need to do to tell you? This is what the Dolphins have always been. This is why they're a bad franchise. Constantly. So this is nothing new. This isn't a curse. It isn't that the Dolphins are built on an Indian burial site because the Marlins have won 2 titles there. So that throws out, you know what I mean? It isn't that Chris Greer's gone because that's his talent. Where Chris Greer screwed up constantly was the coaching. He got the wrong coach in Flo and got the wrong coach in McDaniel and never maximized the talent. Too bad. Now you're out. Everybody's out. By the way, I told them they were all going to get fired last year. Last year, I told them they were all going to get fired. I go, if you don't dump this guy, he's going to get all of you fired. And they're all gone. They're all gone. Reggie McKenzie retired, Allen disappeared, and Greer's fired. All gone. So I told them they would all be gone. Okay? Them and many other people in that building. Because I get to talk to several people in that building and send the messages to all of them. You're all gone if you don't fire that guy. So I keep wondering, there's a part of me that wonders, did they want to fire him to change? And did the owner, the moron who has stuck with him, stayed with him? I don't know. But whatever it is, nothing has changed, folks. Nothing has changed. Just like McDaniel hasn't changed either. In the middle of the game yesterday, you saw when he started to get cute again, and he got lucky calling that stupid play for the screen, which should not be anywhere in the option behind the 5-yard line. Plus, you're not great at it. So there you go. That should have been 7 for the Jets. Got lucky. Completely lucky on that play. Nothing's changed, dude. The streaky Dolphins have been the streaky Dolphins forever. So this whole thing that we started bad and all of a sudden they're winning some games now, that's nothing new. This is what they always do. This is why we end up in the middle. That's why we're always stuck in the middle. That's why we've always been stuck in the middle. Because the Miami Dolphins do Miami Dolphin things. And it doesn't matter who the faces or the names are. That all shuffles. The results are all the same.